Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to World of Tanks with Scout. Today we're going to take a look at some games that to me were just a lot of fun and examples of good teamwork with friends of mine, Schwant, Cav Scout, Frank and Bean, some other guys, and just see if we can get brothers in arms and have a good time trying to work together. What you see here is I'm in my SU-152 and I'm platooned with Cav Scout. He's in his T-29. Pretty good matchmaking. We're top tier. Got about a third of the opposing team. Well, actually, that's not true. About 2/3 of the opposing team is actually tier 6 or below. So it should be a pretty good game for us. Cav Scout started way out here in the west, and he said, you know, I'm just going to push up straight up the one line and try to keep them from camping at Alpha 1, Bravo 1, and so forth, and at the corner at Delta 1. I said, alright, I'll go with you. This is ELC. Oh, I was telling Cav Scout, just let him go by. He's got a rude surprise waiting on him when he turns that corner. And if he doesn't, you can kill him. That worked out. So, see the heavy tank and the tank destroyer there at the corner of D1. Cav Scout cut in because he didn't want to have to try to fight them and the ELC, so I'm cutting in with him. There's a KV1 and a Churchill. I'm going to let Cav Scout take his shot, and then when he moves... I pivoted back too far to the right. Where's that KV1? Take that. Trying to get in here. Too many tanks in this little building block, so I'm going to go back out. I don't like not having room to move. KV-13. Now you see, all of a sudden I've got premium loaded, and I don't know why that is. I was in there shooting at the Churchill and the KV-1, and I wanted to load HE because HE is, especially shooting at the Churchill, the ideal round to fire at him. And I think what actually happened is I wasn't paying any attention, and when I reached up with my finger while driving to hit the 2, I hit the 3 button is what I was trying to do, rather. I hit the 2 button, and so I've got premium loaded right now and don't even know it. And that's why I didn't do any damage to that KV-13. And that's why I took those shots. I thought I had HE loaded. I was like, all I got to do is get close to him and it's going to do damage. Hide in there all you want. It's not going to help. So I'm running around here shooting premium rounds, not realizing it. Wasting a bunch of money. That was a great kill on that AT-15. And oh, those heavy tanks are still over here on the left. And the whole time I thought this was HE. I thought that HE round penetrated the side of that AT-15, and that's why it did so much damage. You see Cav Scout moving up there to take a hit from me in the Churchill because I was like, oh, I'm in a bad way there on my flank. So, awesome save by him. Oh, watch your gun tube, man. Oh, missed. Terrible shot. Which wouldn't have been such a big problem if I didn't have premium rounds loaded like a scrub. I saw the AMX-12T on the mini-map, so I'm turning around so that he can't get behind us. I'm worried about him shooting me and Cav Scout in the back. You see here again, HE ideal round. Oh, I can't believe that miss. And had that been an... Oh, it didn't miss. There was an M7 there. He just got obliterated. Poor M7, he wasn't even the target. AMX-12T has gone around and gotten on the flank. We're going to back up here. There's a really lucky bounce. Fortunate I didn't die right there. And you'll note that Cav Scout and I are on a brothers in arms right now. Very close game, 12-10. And there's Cav Scout getting his 4th kill on that T-29 that he's been slugging it out with. And now we're just trying to stay alive. We're both on very low health. I've got 44, he's got 25. And what we want to do is kind of hide in here and make them come to us. Cav Scout says, hey, I'm going to go get that AMX-12T for you because I was having a hard time with him not having a turret. And he goes around the corner to get the AMX, and unfortunately the AMX gets the drop on him. And as you know, you do not get brothers in arms if one of your platoon mates dies. So unfortunately, there goes brothers in arms, but let's see if I can't get a little revenge. He's probably going... I thought he was going to do one of two things, either keep driving down that road or go around. Yeah, he's going to keep driving. That would have been a lot funnier if I hadn't just spent probably 5,000 credits on a premium round to do that. 3 points of damage, but hey, have a pretty awesome game. 9 kills between us in the platoon, accounting for well over half of the enemy team. Let's take a look at the results screen. Here we have the results screen from that battle. Made 24,131 credits, 1,978 experience. Got a first class mastery badge in the SU-152 and a Spartan medal. Taking a look at the team score. There's Cav Scout and his T-29, 2,930 points of damage, 4 kills. And there we are in the SU-152, 1,939 points of damage and 5 kills for 989 base experience. And you'll note that this is a game that was really carried by Cav Scout and I, and then Morse Code there in his T-29. If you look at the opposing team and go kind of line by line, you'll note that by and large, the opposing team outplayed our team as a whole. Typically, in each position, you'll notice that the opponent's tank scored higher damage, with a couple of exceptions. We had a KV-2 that got 760 as opposed to this KV-13 with only 624 sorted by damage. But by and large, their team played better. We even had 3 guys post a goose egg and then a KV-1 who did a whopping 9 points of damage. Looks like a ram, but Cav Scout, Morse Code, and I were able to play well enough to pull that one out, getting 10 kills between the 3 of us. So kudos to Cav Scout and also to Morse Code. Even though he wasn't in our platoon, he played a great game. Going to the detailed report, you can see that I fired 9 shots, 7 of which hit, 6 penetrated, giving us our 1,939 points of damage. Took 12 hits, surprisingly bounced 4 of them. Total potential damage received 1,985 points, damaged 6 enemy tanks and destroyed 5, and lost a buttload of money because, unfortunately, I think what happened there is I was reaching up with my finger while driving, trying to hit the 3 button to load HE, and I hit 2 instead, loaded premium, and just never noticed it. So instead of making money, I ended up losing a butt ton of money because that is a game where HE would have worked really well. I don't recall deliberately loading premium rounds. It was a huge waste, but oh well, it was still a fun game. Let's take a look at another one. So this time we've got Schwant in our platoon. It's tier 8 game, and I'm in the IS-3. He's in his T-34, and we're on Siegfried Line. It's one of my favorite maps. So let's see if we can get brothers in arms this time. General plan here is to duck into the town as quickly as possible and then work our way in and get into those city streets where I can use the maneuverability of the IS-3 to my advantage. IS-3 is really a pretty maneuverable tank for a heavy tank. There in chat you see Schwant saying come with us if you want to live. I'm like, no man, shut up. Why would you put a hex on us like that? It's MT25, if I can talk, out in the field being brave, scouting, and he comes to a really bad end. And what I'm going to do is get up here and then turn hard right and stay on the back side of this hill, and then move down till you get to that bunker. It's just on the east side of this hill, and that's where I'm going to make my turn, so that as I'm coming up over this rise, the bunker keeps the folks in the town from firing at me. And at this point I'm telling Schwant to get behind me and stay with me, because what I want to do is use the high damage output of our guns together. He and I both volley firing into one tank to take it out twice as fast. Bounce a shot from that Type 59 and plant one in return. SU-100 over there looks like he's having a bad day. And then Schwant finishes him off. That's what I'm talking about there, is volley fire and very, very quickly killing tanks. Very cognizant of that T-28 prototype up on the hill up there. He's got a very scary 120mm gun. So, yep, want to make sure he's dead. And now I feel much more confident making my move into the city. And I'm telling Schwant, hey, stick with me, let's go, let's get into the town. Here's this Type 59, and I want to kill him. And I'm telling Schwant, hit the Type 59, hit the Type 59. Because what I don't want is for this Tier 8 medium to get away and start ducking and diving in these streets. He can be a real threat. Fortunately, we bounce another shot from him, plant one into his lower glacis. Now back off while we're reloading, trying to make him come to me. That shot from him penetrates, and unfortunately we don't reload in time. Sling one, can't quite make it. Schwant's gonna stay there to make sure that he can't backtrack. And he also finishes off that IS, and I'm gonna go around and chase him down, because like I said, I really don't want that Tier 8 medium having free reign to run around and kill whoever he sees. And there we get the kill on the Type 59. Now we're pushing further into the kind of the center of the city. What I want to do is come out on the flank of those tanks you see off to the right. I don't want to be right next to them though. And that's when I find this Tiger II. Not really sure what this guy's doing over here. Thought maybe that I could peek him and get his front guide wheel or something. Fortunately, there's nothing of him showing. There you see Schwant putting the killing blow on a KV-5. So we're going to come out here and try to back him up with this T-34. There's the volley fire I'm talking about. Look at the damage that does. If you just work, even with just one other person, you can inflict so much more damage working together, especially in heavy tanks like this. And I'm telling Schwant, hey, come with me, come with me, come with me. There's a Tiger II over here. Just follow me in. Don't come out till he shoots at me. Let me take the hit and get him to turn, and then you finish him off when I come around. Get his attention, put one in the side of his turret since he's got his turret traversed the other way. Now, just want to get alongside, get him to turn. Put another one into him. Tracks get up, straighten the tank back out. And there's Schwant with the finishing blow on that Tiger II. And just like that, easy peasy. 13-6, the opposing team's only got 2 tanks left. I'm on 1 kill, done a goodly amount of damage. Schwant's up to 4 kills, and we've got this game well in hand. It's our other T-34 finishing off the IS-3. And now I'm just trying to get south as quick as I can. Maybe get a little bit more damage. I feel like I did really good damage this game, I just didn't get a lot of kills. Just the way it worked out, Schwant ended up cleaning up most of the kills. And I'm okay with that. I'm there 413 points on that Type 69. That'll help my score a little bit. I don't think he's going to live long enough for me to reload. No. And there you have it. Pretty decent game on Siegfried Line. Let's take a look at the results screen. 107,070 credits earned for that victory. We did get credit for completing the To the Victor Belong the Spoils mission. Got 1,924 experience, doubled because it's our first win of the day. Looking at the team score, managed 2,904 points of damage and 1 kill for 962 base experience in the IS-3, so that's not too shabby. There's Schwant in the T-34, 1,366 damage. Now remember what I said earlier. I told you before replaying that I felt like I did pretty good damage-wise. Schwant's damage on the flip side of that is low because I did a lot of the damage, didn't get much of the kills. Like I said, Schwant was batting cleanup. He didn't get a lot of damage, but he got most of the kills. So that's to be expected. Pretty normal when you're working in a tandem like that with heavy tanks with relatively slow firing guns. And he got 817 base experience, so that's not bad at all either. If we look at the detailed report, I fired 10 shots, 8 of which hit. All 8 hits penetrated, giving us our 2,904 points of damage. We received 6 hits, only half of which penetrated, so not too bad. Total potential damage of 1,980. Spotted 1 enemy tank, damaged 4, killed 1. Also got 346 points of assistance damage, probably tracking some tank along the way, I forget which. And of our monstrous haul of credits for completing the mission, still got to bring home 94,458 of them. But still no brothers in arms. So let's take a look at one more video and see if we can't get that brothers in arms medal. So here we have Schwant and I again in a platoon in our T-29s, and this is not looking like a brothers in arms battle at all. It's very much a tier 8 game on Durpenberg. But, you know, you never know. We'll give it a shot and see what we can accomplish. The good news is most of those tier 8s we can actually penetrate with a T-29. The IS-6 will be a little challenging. The T-34, if he's hull down, there's no way. Even if he's not hull down, we may have some trouble penetrating the front of his hull. Gotta have to aim for that machine gun port. Ah, cheeky little E-25. Schwant puts one into him, and I get what is honestly a pretty lucky hit on the top of that E-25. I really didn't think that was going to hit. It was more to just dissuade him from coming back up. But, hey, we'll take luck. Making sure there's nobody coming up behind us. And that we do have some support, although there's plenty of tanks up here. There goes one of the enemy tier 8s right there, the AMX AC-48. So, one tier 8 tank destroyer dead. That makes me feel a little better. I'd like to come over here and take a shot at that E-25. Try to finish him off. Jagdpanzer IV, I think, is right here at the base of the hill as well.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
There's a kill. T-29's out there in the field. Don't know if he's looking at me yet or not. Looks like he might be. What I'm going to do is push on past him and try to get to this E-25. Because if I can make it, that's going to put him in a kind of precarious position. Schwant mops up the E-25. That's okay. That helps. And hello, Mr. IS-2. I'm not sure what he's doing. Schwant plants one in him as well. Somebody else gets him. And there's the second kill.
Track hit.
Oh, taking fire. Right across the river there.
One of our tracks is damaged.
Track eats one. He backs up just in the nick of time. I want to try to get to a spot where I might be able to side scrape this T-29. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do it though. Not the way he's oriented. But if he's not pointing at me, that means I may be able to use this as an opportunity to advance my position. And maybe even squeak over in here behind them, because it doesn't look like anybody in the castle is paying any attention, if there's anybody there.
Penetration.
Hello, Mr. T-29. Hi. Yeah, you're in a bad spot, bud. Shoot for the cupola. There we go. Oh no! Don't set me on fire while I'm trying to be funny. And right into the cupola again. That's unfortunate. I really wanted to drown him, but I started taking fire in the flank. Probably shouldn't have done that. It was a little bit silly, but it was kind of worth it for the lulz. So I'm sitting on 3 kills, although I've only got 276 hits points left. Schwant's going to have to do a little catching up. We're going to have any hope of getting this brother in arms. And I'm going to have to be a lot more careful and stop doing funny, but pretty silly stuff. And here stalking this panther. I apologize for the choppy nature of the replay. I don't know why World of Tanks does that from time to time. Trying to get a line on that T-34, but he's down there behind the hill. Panzer V M10 might be able to hit him. Yep. And Schwant comes up and finishes him off instead. So that puts us at 5 kills. We just got to get Schwant one more kill, and lo and behold, it's 12-1. And the opposing team has just folded. So there's only an IS-6, a T-34, and a Hummel left to kill. Oh, IS-6 tracked in the open. Schwant puts a hit into him. Nope, that's the Hummel. Schwant just got credit on the Hummel. So there you go, that's Brothers in Arms. I saw his name flash up there. I thought he had gotten a hit on that IS-6, but it was the Hummel that was off to our left. So now what we have to do is not let the T-34 kill us. And I'm talking to Schwant right now, and I'm saying, you know what? It's 14-2. We could just park down here behind these houses. But he's only got 130 hit points left. It's unlikely he'll even be alive by the time we get there. I don't know. Fortunately, the VK3601 finishes him off. And there you go. Brothers in Arms in a Tier 8 game. Fortunate that our team played as strongly as they did. Especially that VK3601H. He got 5 kills that game in a Tier 6 heavy. And then, of course, Schwant and I got 6 kills in Tier 7 heavies in a Tier 8 game, so it's kind of surprising how that went down. Let's take a look at the results screen. So there we go, Brothers in Arms finally, 50,123 credits, 1,842 experience points. Let's take a look at the team score. Managed to put out 1,887 points of damage and get 3 kills, which I was pretty proud of. Until you take a look at this VK3601H. Look at that. 2,435 points of damage and 5 kills. I don't know, maybe he was shooting a lot of gold. Maybe they just weren't paying any attention to him. But that is a pretty amazing performance by that guy as well. And then Schwant did alright for himself. 1,323 points of damage and 3 kills. So all in all, a really good game. The opposing team just really did not play that well at all. But you know what? It's Brothers in Arms, Tier 7s in a Tier 8 game. I'll take that. If we look at the detailed report, I fired 10 shots, 7 of which hit, and of those 7, they all penetrated, giving us our 1887. Took 10 hits, though, mostly being a retard and trying to push a T-29 into a lake and drown him. Still, 5 of those bounced. Did take a splash damage from Artie as well. Total potential damage received 1,720. Spotted 3 enemies, destroyed 4. I'm sorry, spotted 3, damaged 4, destroyed 3, and also got credit for 482 points of spotting damage. Brought home 30,133 credits after repairs and resupply. So all in all, not too bad, and a pretty good example of Brothers in Arms gameplay. I actually have a lot of these, particularly with Cav Scout and Schwant. We've gotten Brothers in Arms several times now, either some combination of me and Schwant or me and Cav Scout, or I don't know if the 3 of us have gotten it yet. And I also have some just good gameplay featuring the three of us, and also some of my other friends, Frank and Bean, Charlie Bagman, DDK. I'll probably be putting those into another series and post up some more videos like this, just some team play. And you get more than like two of us together at any one time, and there tends to be ridiculousness, like driving across an open field to push a T-29 into a lake, stuff like that. So I hope you all enjoyed watching that. I'll try to bring you some more of that footage as I get time. Hope you had fun. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.